Indian eyewear giant Lenskart is at the center of a growing controversy over an alleged employee dress code that appears to treat religious symbols unequally. A document widely circulated on social media suggests that while Muslim women are allowed to wear hijab under specific guidelines, visible Hindu symbols like Bindi, Tilak are either restricted or not permitted. The document also lays down conditions on sindoor, triggering sharp reactions and raising questions over workplace policies and religious expression. The row escalating after author and activist Shefali Vaidya flagged the document online, questioning the apparent disparity. Her post quickly gained traction, amplifying the debate and drawing widespread attention to Lenskart's internal grooming guidelines. As the backlash intensified, Lenskart's founder and CEO, Peyush Bansal, stepped in to respond. And he clarified that the viral document does not reflect the company's current policy, stating that earlier versions contained language inconsistent with the company's values and had already been corrected. He asserted that there are no restrictions on religious expression in the present guidelines and that employees across the country are free to represent their faith and culture at the workplace. However, the clarification has done little to quell the outrage. Many users remain unconvinced, demanding greater transparency and asking the company to publicly release its updated policy. Others argue that such guidelines should never have existed in the first place, turning the controversy into a larger debate on corporate practices and religious neutrality in India's workplaces. Indian eyewear giant Lenskart in the eye of a storm over an alleged employee dress code, a code that allows Muslim women to wear hijab but does not allow Hindu symbols like Bindi and Tilak, laying down conditions on sindoor, and that triggering sharp reactions, with the author and activist Shefali Vaidya posting the document online and questioning the disparity in it. With her post gaining traction at breakneck speed and drawing widespread outrage, Lenskart's founder and CEO Peyush Bansal chose to respond and said that that dress code document that was posted is not the current company policy, that it was an earlier version, and that earlier version too was not consistent with the company's values. We have my colleague, Smita Mishra, author and senior journalist, now joining us on the broadcast. Smita Mishra, thank you so much for being with us over here. Peyush Bansal, the founder and CEO of Lenskart, has responded. He said that that document which is posted online is not the current policy, but the fact that a document like that even used to exist is what is troubling, isn't it?
There are 2-3 issues here. First of all, he has not denied that it is not a document of their brand or their company, because I don't think he can deny it. And the reason is very simple. It has the company's logo, and anybody can make out that it's a genuine document of guidelines from the company. So therefore, he has not denied it. Now, the interesting part is, from all information that we have, this document is as recent as February 2026. Shefali has also pointed it out, and various other people in the corporate sector have pointed it out. So we are in April 2026. If it is an old document as claimed by Peyush Bansal, it is obviously less than 2 months old. So how did the company suddenly break away from those guidelines and develop new guidelines is the first question. The second question, which arises from his claims, is where are the new guidelines? What is the difference in the new guidelines? So what Peyush Bansal has done and that is that he has typed some platitudes because he has obviously been caught, and it is not only a social and a huge marketing loss for the company, it can also become a legal matter because as per the Constitution of India, we are a secular country and equal rights, and we are not our model of secularism in
Right.
our constitution is not like Norway or France or some such countries where the constitution denies religion. I mean, nobody's religious markers are allowed. No religious things are officially permitted. The Constitution of India, Bharatiya Samvidhan follows the philosophy of Sarva Dharma Samabhav. We don't deny religion. We give equal respect and equal regard to every religion and equal freedom to everybody to practice their religion and their cultural traditions. Now, going by that philosophy of the Constitution of India, obviously Lenskart can get into serious legal trouble. So I think what Peyush Bansal has tried to do is a very, very poor brand of damage control. Perhaps he thought that putting out that post will save his company from the backlash that they deserve. But I don't think it's happening because people are not so naive to deny a document as an old one, which is less than 2 months old, and then to say we respect everybody. Where is the proof? So, yes, it's a very, very desperate 11th hour attempt towards damage control, fearing the backlash from the industry and the customers, the market. But I think Peyush Bansal has woven in, Peyush Bansal has walked he has walked into a trap. He has
Right.
walked into a completely ill-advised, ill-thought trap.
Okay.
And the deeper he is going to dig, the worse it is going to become for them, for the Lenskart company. I would have appreciated if they genuinely came out and admitted that what they did is socially, religiously, culturally, and constitutionally completely wrong, and they must course correct and they must change their policies to protect the rights of their employees, and also because it is constitutionally required.
Okay, Smita, the only question here is that Peyush Bansal has said that that document, was a previous document. That's not the current policy. The question now is, what is the current policy document? If Peyush Bansal manages to release the current policy document, then that will clarify everything, isn't it? If that is the current company policy, then that will answer many other questions.
If they do that, it will hardly be a 1-month-old policy.
Okay.
So that cannot wash off what was there in the past. But at least let us see, is it there? And meanwhile, let me tell you that the matter is now going to get seriously legal because that all this has started coming out, and there are other companies which are in the pipeline. We have information from our sources. There are people employed in various very top line, very high flying Indian companies. We wish them well, but their employees have come out with, come out to share more as such discriminatory policies and attitudes from the company bosses. So let us wait for all that. But meanwhile, Krishna, that all these facts have come out with regard to Lenskart only after that Nasik scandal.
Yes.
And in the Nasik, taking a cue from the Nasik scandal, just now a petition has been filed in the apex court, in Supreme Court, demanding that these practices which discriminate with employees on the basis of their religion, there must be an order from the court, to completely end it.
Right.
So let us see. I think it is going to become a bigger issue.
It is going to become a bigger issue, but we're completely out of time here on that conversation. For now, we'll leave it at that. Smita Mishra, author and senior journalist, thank you for taking time out to be this here on News 9.